Chunk it.
All right. Well, welcome to a new episode of True Crafty Chatter. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Sue.
And today I'm back to finishing this cozy.
Yay!
I gotta get them done.
Yeah. And I'm working on a scarf today. For once, it's not amigurumi.
Now that's your infinity scarf for Christmas presents?
Yes. It is an infinity scarf, and I'm doing half double crochet back loop only. It was a pattern that Tracy gave me, or not gave me, she kind of was like, do this, and I'm like, okay.
I really like half double crochets.
Yes,
They're
they
so
kind
pretty.
of look like herringbones almost.
Yeah.
Almost. So yeah, I really enjoy it. And it's so
And I
quick
think
and easy.
it's quick. Yeah, it's
Yes.
really quick.
I was like, Tracy, you're giving me good ideas because you know I like
I know.
fast stuff.
Quick and easy.
Quick and easy, please. Don't give me something super hard. I have to make like 10 of these.
Oh, man.
I got a big family.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, why am I making these? I wanted to make these bowl cozies for Christmas last year, and I didn't make enough, and I think I ended up giving them for Christmas gifts to other people.
Oh.
They ended up being like last minute gifts to other people. And so I was like, dang it, I need to just make these bowl cozies and then just take them for Christmas. And I actually need to make a list of like all of Chris's sisters and husbands and their kids and kids' boyfriends and girlfriends and spouses. I mean, because man, oh my god, there's so many. So I feel like I'm gonna have to make like 30 of these things. I have 10.
Yeah.
Like I have this is number 10, and I think I need to make like 15 more maybe.
Wow. That's not bad. 15 more. And it takes you what, maybe a couple hours? An hour? I feel like
yeah, a couple I think it's a couple hours. If I'm making one that's just all one color, it's about an hour and a half. 2 colors. It depends, it's one of those things where it's like I'm working on it and then I'm talking or I'm watching something or I stop,
Yeah.
So I honestly don't know how long it really takes me, but it's within a couple hours.
Yeah. I'm trying to get adjusted to this yarn because I'm so used to big chunky yarn. I forgot how to hold this thing. So I feel like I'm concentrating so much.
Yeah.
It's so different. Ugh. I like this color. I wouldn't wear it, but I like it.
It is very pretty. Now, is that one of those, oh yeah, I see it. It's one of those cakes.
The big old jumbo.
The mandala.
Mandala.
Right? Yeah. That's a pretty one. I like that one.
Do I have the paper? I thought I kept it. Hold on. I might have thrown it away. I think I threw it away. But
that's a big cake.
I can do three different infinity scarves. I don't know. I might give one for you for Christmas. Surprise! We'll see. I'm just going to make a bunch because I bought a lot of cake yarn.
Yeah. Those are pretty. I have some of the mandala cake yarn, but it's not the big one. Yeah. They're the regular regular cakes.
I didn't want to weave, so I was like, I'll just get a big one. So I have this color, which is my second favorite.
That's pretty. That one's pretty. I like that one.
I like the dark color.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know I have them so I can take it on my trip.
Mm-hmm.
In each of my project bags that you made.
Yay! I need to make more.
Yeah, and then this color, which in the camera it looks more teal, but it's actually more green.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very pretty. Actually, speaking of bags, let me see if I have the stuff that I bought at the quilt show.
Oh yeah. Can we go through right now and you go through everything that you bought? Please and thank you.
Oh my lord.
I know.
Do we have 2 hours?
5 hours. We're gonna need 5 hours of podcasts to go through everything that you bought. I'm curious because I know you showed us in the no, you didn't show us yet.
Okay, so I will show you like first thing I bought. This was like the very first thing. Look, this thing.
What is that?
A giant block of wood with a handle on it. This is a tailor's block.
Is that so essentially what you used to put Chris in his place?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, sit down. No. So let's say that you on this piece of fabric, you sew a piece of fabric and then you press it or to get it straight. Then you put the block on top of it so that it's nice and flat. So that's the point of a tailor's block. I have other ones like this is one. This is for laying on a seam. You put it on a seam so your seam is nice and flat.
Wow.
But I like the block because for quilting you make quilt blocks and then you can press the block flat.
Cool.
That was my first purchase. Let's see. So for embroidery, because I started trying to do more embroidery. I bought some thread. So these are just pretty embroidery threads. This is for one blanket. Oh, they gave me a little button. I didn't even see the button.
Oh,
Chlorophyll. Cool. That's just the brand. So I bought these for one blanket. And then these for another blanket. Let me see.
Oh, your camera. I mean, your lighting.
This is actually a hot pink. It's not really. It looks like it's more red.
Yeah.
But
what is
it's
that?
actually
like
a hot
spool of thread?
Yeah, it's just embroidery thread.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can use it in your sewing machine. But it's for embroidery. Gotcha. And then I bought I got a pattern for a quilt. This is for like a little mini quilt. Like the size of a placemat, basically. And then, so I got that. And I got this pretty little kit to make this. It has all the felt inside. And then the little buttons and stuff. They essentially make that little thing. It's little. I mean, I think they come out to, this is like an 8x10. So it's just something like hang on the wall. I was going to make it for Chris.
Cute.
Let's see. What else? Since I bought a whole bunch of embroidery stuff, I bought another bag to put all of my embroidery stuff in it.
Oh.
Let's see, what else? Okay, so I bought this cool magnet. I actually bought two of them. So here's one. Okay, so it makes this magnet cool. Let me see if I can. I think I have my old magnet somewhere.
This is a really big quilt show that Tracy went to, that they have once a year in Houston. And it's like like a 4-day?
It's all week? The classes are all week. The show itself is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 4 days. Yeah. And it's the International Quilt Festival. I think it's one of the biggest ones in the U.S. Mm-hmm. Okay, so usually with magnets of this nature, when you throw something on it, everything clumps in the middle. And I was going to show you with my old magnet. I don't know where it is. So what makes this one cool is like, let's say you have a bunch of pins or whatever. When you throw them on there, they go to the side.
So you can just grab
So
them
they don't,
easily.
yeah. So
That's so
everything that you throw
cool.
on it, it just automatically throws it to the side. So I bought one for my craft room, and then I bought two of them, so I got another one for. Oh look, this is.
That's so cool.
I'm like, oh god.
Oh.
I bought the other one for the garage. To
Oh.
use whenever I'm working with like the drill or
The
anything,
nails.
you can put the drill bits on it.
Or drill bits. Oh, cool.
Yeah, or nails or screws or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, it's good for that too. For your
Yeah.
woodworking crafting.
Yeah. So that was another cool purchase that I was really happy with.
That's cool.
They will clump on the side. They just won't clump in the middle.
Gotcha.
This is from when I was doing my quilt, because you use safety pins like this to pin down your quilt sandwich. So for anybody who
Oh.
doesn't quilt, the quilt is made up of three parts. You have the quilt top, you have the batting, which goes in the middle, and then you have the back fabric. So when you put those three pieces together, they call it a quilt sandwich. And then you have to somehow hold all those three pieces together, and one of the ways to do it is with safety pins.
That's so cool.
And let's see, what else was there? I bought this another mini quilt.
It's so cute.
They are so adorable. This one is the size of like 24 by 30, so I'm putting it in the hallway, where we have that credenza.
Yeah.
In the front, so that's where it's gonna go.
Cute.
Let's see. I bought so much stuff. I brought more embroidery floss because, and so all these are my. This one was like a deal to where you picked nine threads that you liked. You could kind of build your own kit. So I picked all these.
Nice.
So I thought those were
Those are so
pretty.
your colors.
Oh, they're so pretty. I really like them.
Yeah.
If nothing else, just to look at them. And then for anybody who's watched, what was it? I think it was our second episode where we talked about paper piecing.
Yes. Oh,
So the
yes.
paper, so the paper piecing people were there. Wow, paper piecing people. And I bought different shapes. They did not have the coffin shape
What?
there.
I was gonna
I
ask you.
I know they didn't. All they had were like their
Oh.
basic shapes.
Okay.
So I got the diamond, another hexie, there's a diamond, a triangle, the jewel. I
Oh, the
like the
jewel
jewel
is
shape.
cool. Oh.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And then a bigger hexie. There's bigger hexie papers. So these are the papers that you use to put the fabric on, and this is the little template that you use to cut your fabric.
Oh,
Um,
that's so cool.
so, so yeah, so I bought several templates and then several papers. That was a nice one. And then, and then they gave me a sticker. It's so cute. It's called Talk Hexy to Me.
Talk Hexy to me.
Yeah. I know it's backwards, huh?
No, it's fine.
But it's cute. Then let's see. What else? The fun thing, I bought a quilt book. I love these quilt books. They're the 3-yard quilt.
Ooh.
So this is their latest book. I got that one. The here's what I was going to show you that's bag related. I bought
More bags.
cork.
Cork?
Yeah, so I'm going to try and make some bags with some cork.
What?
I
Cork? Like
know.
the cork
Cork.
boards?
Like
Is it
cork?
thin?
Yeah, like cork, 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 cork.
Corks.
Actual cork.
That's so
I mean, it's
cool.
cork fabric, so it's fabric on the back, and then it's essentially like a cork vinyl kind of. So
Ah,
I got this one, and then I got this one that I thought was so pretty. Got like a little, like a very iridescent aqua, turquoise, teal, purple, like all kinds of different colors. I don't know if it's really showing up.
I like the other one. That's so you. The
Yeah,
blue flowers and the
as soon
red.
as I saw that one, I was like, I gotta get that.
Yeah.
And I got this one too.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, this one's really pretty.
So what kind of bags are you gonna make with those?
Just project bags,
Just project
kind
bags?
of like the
Okay.
ones, yeah, like the ones I made for you.
These.
I might do, I might do this pattern. This
Oh
like the
yeah.
ones that have. This is the firefly pattern. Um, and I bought the pattern a while, after we went to the fiber festival.
Mhm.
I found the pattern online and I bought it. So I was like, I want to make some of those bags. So I might use the fork for that, but I think I'm just going to do project bags.
Okay.
And then I bought this. Okay, wait until you see this fabric.
Okay.
I think you're really going to like it.
Okay.
Look at that.
Oh, it's
How
puppies and flowers.
how cute is that? So that's going to be
So
the front of
cute.
those. I'm going to make a little quilt. So so that's going to be the front. That's the back.
Yes,
I'm like,
I
how
love
cute.
it.
And then this is going to be the binding around. It's little paw
Around it.
prints.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so this one I kept looking. I was like, oh my god, I got to buy that fabric. It's
Yeah.
so cute. Oh.
I was wondering if you were gonna buy fabric, because you said you weren't. Remember?
I lied. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I lied big time.
No one was
Because
there. Oh god.
wait,
Oh
there's
god.
more.
Oh no.
Hold on.
No one was there to supervise you, and Melissa was no helping hand in that. Melissa, if
Nope.
you're watching, I'm just kidding. I would probably tell you to buy shit too. You'll be like, Sue, look at this. I'm
I,
like, buy it.
so they had these cool bundles,
Uh huh.
fabric bundles, and this one was kind of
Oh,
like a Halloween theme.
yeah, or a fall theme.
Yeah. So they have like one of them in here has crows on it, and
Ooh.
then I think this one's pumpkins. Yeah, pumpkins. Oh, the cats,
Oh,
little
that's
black
cute. I
cat.
like that one.
This
Scare
one's really cute.
Alice.
This was the reason why I bought it because I saw it. I was like, oh, I gotta have that one.
Yeah. What are you gonna do
Um,
with those?
it's gonna be a quilt. So I bought this bundle and then this bundle to go with it because it has like
Ooh.
kind of the same colors,
Yeah.
but these are just like marbly colors. So I'll put these together and make a
Yeah.
quilt. And then I wanted to do something with black and white. So
Ooh.
I bought two of these.
I don't like
'Cause I
your
thought they had,
lighting.
huh?
It's doing it again.
Oh, is it doing the,
The waves.
oh, hold on. Hang on, let me turn off, I'm going to turn off this one light.
There we
Okay.
go.
It's a little dark, but for some reason, some some things just don't like, or this camera
The
doesn't like certain light.
LED lights, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you the light I have.
Okay. But yeah, so I got this one to do a black and white quilt, and then I thought, well, I could do black and white and then add some color to it.
Okay.
So, so I got this one, and then I got one that's mostly black with white.
Okay.
So I might do one quilt with these two, and then
Uh
one
huh.
quilt with these
I
two.
like those. The second one. The one
These
on the right.
two,
Yes, that's my favorite.
yeah, yeah, these look really good together. So, um, and honestly, oh, okay. So this is what cracked me up. So this is the quilt festival, but
Oh God. What else did
I
they
bought
say?
yarn.
Tracy, what is that?
I
You
bought 2
playing?
skeins of yarn.
You make socks?
Um, I'll probably make a shawl with
Okay.
these 2.
Are you make socks again?
Um,
Oh,
we can make
Tracy.
some socks. Oh, and actually, I did find a pattern. I'll send you the link, the YouTube video. I haven't tested it out or anything, but it's a crochet sock pattern. It looked really good.
Mm.
So I thought I would send it to you, and if you want to try and make some crochet socks, I was going to try and make some too.
Yeah, since
But
I'm feeling a little left out here with the
with the socks,
yeah. But I'm gonna learn how to quilt because it was I set my goal. I feel like the whole crochet knit along thing for the sock meeting was more about setting a goal. It wasn't
uh-huh.
about crochet or knit along. It was she's holding me accountable to to my goal.
Yeah. And I mean, in a way, I get that.
Yeah.
Um, I have goals like that I'm like, I'll set the goal, but then I won't do it because,
Yeah.
yeah, there's nobody there to really hold you accountable or check in on you or whatever. It's nice to have those knit alongs and crochet alongs, and they have craft alongs. Let's just call them craft alongs.
Yeah, craft along.
Um, because then you can set whatever goal you want.
Yeah.
And like
Exactly.
I remember with the diamond painting, a lot of people would join in on some of the oh, I don't even remember what they called them. Like it's kind of like basically the same thing. It's like everybody's working on either the same diamond painting or the theme. Like,
Oh
oh, I'm going to
yeah.
work on a Christmas theme or a fall theme or whatever. And the Advent, that's what it was. A lot of people like doing the Advent ones, so they'll go in and they'll cover the diamond painting with like all the different cover sheets or whatever, and then they will write numbers on them to do like an Advent. So every day of the month, like it didn't have to be in December; it could be whenever. They would. So if on the 3rd day of the month, you would go and pick square number 3, and you would diamond paint square number 3, and stuff. And some people wanted to do all the same one.
Mm.
Like they wanted to do the same diamond painting that the host was doing. But other people were like, I'm doing my own thing, and it was just, and honestly, it's just one of those like, maybe you just want to do something with a community, or maybe you just want somebody to hold you accountable and to accomplish
To
that
do
goal.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So that's nice.
That is.
Now, on that though, I'm honestly not making much progress on my knitted socks.
No?
I think a lot of it is because I have too many other things to work on
Yeah.
that I have to get done. Like Chris's mom's quilt.
Yeah.
Then I had Gabriel's
Holidays.
quilt, and then
Yeah.
holidays, and yeah. So I'm like, yeah, sorry, Rachel.
But she did say that she was gonna give you a whole year or something. So you have time still.
Oh yeah, and I mean, it's not. I mean, what is she gonna do if I don't get it done?
Yeah, she's not paying you.
I
I
mean, she's
mean,
not
yes,
paying
it's
me to do it,
free
right? It was
yarn.
free yarn, so um. But anyway,
She's probably like, this chick, I gave her these and
she just took free
she
yarn.
took free yarn.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what you kind of sign up knew, like you kind of knew that could happen. So
Yeah, very true. So
I was like thinking to myself, she was real quick to give you yarn for free.
Mm-hmm. That was interesting. So for our viewers, what had happened, Sue and I went to a fiber festival. And I think we talked about this in our first episode, maybe.
Yeah, but we didn't go into details on what happened.
Yeah. So,
and I was laughing.
I'll kind of give a little bit of a backstory.
Yeah.
We were shopping around, and there was this one vendor who seemed very nice, and she had she was selling yarn, and that she had hand dyed herself, and she also had soap that she made herself. And so I was more interested in the soap because even though I think it was the yarn that kind of caught my eye
I was gonna
at her
say
booth.
lies.
I know. Well, there was a skein of yarn that I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty," but I didn't want to buy. I think at the time, I was like, "No, I don't need any more yarn." And because wasn't it like this first or second day?
It was the second day.
Was it second day?
I think so.
And so
I don't know.
So I was like, nah. The first time I was like, nah, I shouldn't. And then I was like, oh, but she has soap, and we're always on the lookout for some nice, handmade soaps. So I went back to her booth and I went ahead and got some soap, and then I was like, I bought the soap, paid for it, and everything. And while we were there, we got into the discussion of, I guess it was like what we make. And I said that, I make socks. And, which, I mean, I make a bunch of stuff. Socks is just one of the things I make. But she said that she always had a hard time making socks. And then she just turns around and she grabs a skein of yarn. I had already bought the skein of yarn that I wanted. Like, I bought the soap, and then I was like, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and buy that yarn because I liked it, and I was like, I want it. And so I bought it, and then within that conversation or whatever, and about the socks, I had already purchased the yarn, already purchased the soap, and then she just hands me another skein of yarn, and she's like, here, can you make me a pair of socks? And I'm like, sure. And so I thought it was, and she literally just reached behind her. I don't even think she really looked at what she handed me.
That's what I was trying to tell Tracy, that when I was watching her do all this, it's like, so the way her booth was set up, she had yarn, but it was all color coded, right? So all the colors on the right side, it was like, all the pinks and blues, and then it went to yellow, and then it started to go to gray and black, and as it went on, it started becoming more of that mellow tone type of color, like grays and blacks and like darker colors. Mm-hmm. So when she reached back there, that teal color was on its own. And I was like, was she just waiting for someone to be like, oh, I make socks? Because that's how the conversation started, was like, oh, so I always ask everyone that buys my yarn, what do you intend on making? And I'm like, no, this lady probably was like, I'm going to search for someone that makes socks, and I have the yarn ready and everything. That's what I feel. I'm pretty sure.
That's funny.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that, but I feel like
she had a plan.
She had a plan, but I'm sure she didn't. But in my perspective, the way I looked at it, I felt like it was planned. And you guys suckered into it.
I did.
Because she was talking, because the conversation went on about, oh, you can do socks. I could knit anything. I can knit a hat, a scarf, she started listing things off, and she goes, but I cannot, for the life of me, knit socks. And you said, oh, I can. I actually make my husband socks, and I have to, I make new ones whenever, he gets holes in it or whatever, and he wants it patched.
That's right.
I'll just make you another pair. So she's like, oh, sounds like you like making socks. So that's when she went back there and grabbed it, and she was like, can you make me a pair of socks? And you're like, sure. Like,
that's so funny.
and I
Yeah,
was like,
that's right.
oh,
I
this
remember talking
lady.
about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe she was already like planning it.
I feel like it.
Um,
Maybe not, but that's how I felt.
uh-huh. Funny. Okay, now I'm really curious. Chris just handed me an Amazon
Packet?
package. Here,
Ooh.
I'm like, I'm
Opening
like
time.
unboxing. Let's see what I got.
Unboxing channel.
Oh, I got
What
my
is?
hat. So I
Ooh.
did. So I did order some the little vocal beads.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think they're supposed to come in until tomorrow. So this is a witch hat. I ordered
Oh.
a witch hat, and it's just I ordered a black one, so now I ordered a green one. Okay, so the reason why I ordered it is because I have issues with witch hats. Like the ones that you buy at the costume places are
Mhm.
terrible.
Mhm.
They don't fit your head. Unless you're like a really small child. And then I had crocheted a witch hat
Mhm.
2 years ago, and I like it, but it's really hot because I used acrylic worsted weight yarn,
Yeah.
and so I'm like,
It's
this
not
is
winter time.
Houston,
Yeah.
it's hot. And so, I go to the Renaissance Festival almost every year, and so I was like, I need a good witch hat. So I found these on Amazon, like $14. It's called a knitted witch hat. I'm not sure if I'd say it's knitted. Pretty sure it's made by machine. But it is a yarn type fabric. Um,
Mm.
and they're actually really soft. They're really comfortable. So the black one that I bought, fit fine. I mean, a lot of people at Renfest were wearing them, so I'm pretty sure that, everybody went on Amazon and bought all of them. Um, and so they're nice. So they have them in different colors, and I just thought, oh, maybe I should get a green one, and then I can wear the green one, like to be more like an elf, like an
Yeah.
elf hat. So I can wear this
Okay.
for
So
Christmas if
not
I
really
go.
a witch hat.
Yeah, like I think they're kind of versatile. And then so my plan was that I was going to embroider like flowers on it.
Oh.
Um, and so that's what I'm going to do with the green one. But get this, at the Renaissance Festival, they have this exact hat. I'm not joking. It's the exact hat.
Huh.
Take a wild guess how much they're selling it for at the
Like
Renaissance Festival.
$200.
Okay, well maybe it wasn't that bad, but
A hundred
it was
dollars. No, okay.
it was $60.
Oh.
$60 for a $15 Amazon hat.
$15. Okay.
Yeah. So so they're like 4 times as expensive
Yeah,
just
Renfest.
because it's
Yep.
at the
At
festival. And I'm like,
Renfest.
seriously?
No,
Oh,
thank you.
the markups are insane.
Yeah.
There are some things there that I'm like, okay, yes, I will pay the money to buy it there because I know that the vendor is either a handmade, they make things handmade,
Right.
and that's really the only place you can get it.
Mhm.
But yeah, whenever you go to these like festivals or whatever, you have to be careful. Like, ask yourself, like, I Google things now. Whenever I go to the festival, I'm like, can I find that on Amazon?
That's cheaper.
Yep. Don't buy it. Yeah, that's usually what I do. Can I make this myself?
Yeah, but don't
I
say that
did
out loud.
support. I know, right? There was a crocheter there that was selling amigurumi,
Mhm.
and she had purses. I
Mm.
did buy a purse from her, even though I was like, I'm sure I could make one. It's just
Mhm.
granny squares. Here, I'll go grab it and show you. Super cute. But the reason why I bought it from her was because I really liked her booth.
Mhm.
I thought And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna support her business
Right.
because her stuff was so cute.
That is cute.
And it's a absolute. I love it. It's like it's showing up. Yeah, it's showing up on the camera more burgundy, but it's really kind of like a burnt orange.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
like a really really dark pumpkin kind of orange.
Okay.
Um, and the other thing I liked is she lined it.
Yeah.
The fabric is so pretty,
Ooh.
and it's hand. I mean, she hand stitched this sucker. Oh, there's a
Nice.
random pin in here. Um,
Oops.
and it's got a pocket. Like she put a pocket in it. I don't know what this is stuff. Um, and then she also put like hardware in there. So there's the two handles and plus a strap. Which the strap is kind of short, but that's okay. I can make a bigger strap for it.
Yeah.
But I like that it has the D rings on it because then if I want to use a fabric strap, I can,
Right.
and I can just But she was super nice.
That's good.
I think she lives out in the Woodlands. So I was like, I'll support her shop. And
Yeah.
I bought the bag. But yeah, no, I don't. Some things I'm like, I'm not going to buy it. I can just make it myself. But
Yeah.
other things, I'm like, even if I can make it myself, I'm going to buy it because I don't want to make it. Like,
Right.
like you have to ask yourself, like, do I want to make it? No. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
not. Like, I wouldn't buy a shawl
Right.
from another crocheter. Mainly because I like making shawls. So that I'll just make my own.
Right.
But I think
I wouldn't make that bag.
amigurumi, huh?
Yeah, and I wouldn't make that bag, so I probably wouldn't
Yeah,
buy
and
it.
like I'm not a, I'm really not interested in making crochet bags. Like I'll
Yeah.
make fabric bags all day long. I like making fabric bags.
Yeah.
Crocheted bags, I'm not that interested in making it. I think they're cute. I would buy one. Kind of the same thing with amigurumi though.
Yeah.
I like amigurumi.
Yeah.
I don't mind making it, but I don't like making it so much that I'd be like, I'll just make it myself. I
Right.
would buy amigurumi from somebody else. So
Right.
like I would buy your amigurumi. Um, but and so I think that goes with like a lot of things though. It's like
Yes, a
there's
lot of other crafting things.
yeah.
Like
Like I like woodworking, but I'm not gonna go and build my own
boat.
couch. Like yeah, I'm definitely not gonna build a boat.
I'm just
Um,
kidding.
but I was like, I can just buy a chair. I don't have to build it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Depends on the craft, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah. That's the same thing with felt eyes for my amigurumis. I'm like, I can make that. But then I'm like, do I want to though?
yeah.
Like I did it I spent a whole day doing it and I'm like, yeah, no. I'll just I'll just spend what is it, $3 for 4 packs or 4 sets of eyes. That's fine. I'll pay the $3. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like labels.
Oh yeah.
Those the leather labels.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
pretty sure
too.
I could make them. Nah, I don't feel like buying the materials to make it.
No, I don't either. One girl makes it that I follow on TikTok, and she has one of those big laser
Mm-hmm.
ones, and I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Oh, those laser engraver things.
Yes. And
Those are
she
pretty
also
cool.
makes labels
Mm-hmm.
for homemade stuff, home craft stuff, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Um, there's a question for our listeners. What do you make that you would buy from somebody else? Or what do you
What would you
make that
rather
you're like,
buy?
I'm gonna make it myself? Yeah, I'm like
Yeah. Well, where's your limit at? Like, would you say, no, I'm
Right.
not making that even though I can, but I'd just rather buy it and support small businesses, or vice
Mhm.
versa? Like, felt ties is mine, and bags are
Yeah.
yours, or
Bags are
crochet
mine.
bags.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure every craft has, like, I'm not going to go out and make a candle. I mean,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
how to make candles. I've done it before, but I have zero interest in candle making.
And
So,
soaps.
soaps? No. Mm-mm.
I wouldn't make
That
soaps
sounds like
either. I have a
that
friend
sounds
that
like a mess.
sells. Yeah, I have a friend. She's like us a mess. It's a lot of work. But
Mhm.
I kind of want to buy from her and see how hers
Mhm.
are. But hers are based off of mixed drinks, like alcohol beverages. It's
Oh.
so
Uh-huh.
cute.
That is really cute.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends that came out of the darkness that I hadn't talked to in years. Message
Yeah.
me on Facebook and stuff about them doing markets and their own crafts.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, I didn't know you guys did that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't talk to anybody.
Uh,
I don't post a lot online. Um,
yeah.
like I post a little bit, but I don't think I post enough to
Attract.
yeah.
I don't
Or
do it
either
every
that, or
day.
maybe the people I know just aren't
Crafty.
crafty. Yeah.
Yeah. Same with mine. I say a lot of people, but there's like two people that reached out to me who do
Uh-huh.
markets, and I was like, oh, interesting. Um, but yeah, I don't post every day because I always forget and I get lazy.
Mhm.
Or I do
I
one
get
big
lazy too.
post. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I'm doing
I
that
have
more.
every intention sometimes of posting, like, or like I'll be doing something and I'm like, oh, maybe I should post this, even just a picture,
Yeah.
and be like, oh, I'm working on blah blah blah, and then I'm like, nah.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't come to mind either. Like, okay,
Mhm.
like for example, people that post their foods, like when they go out to eat. I'm such a
Mhm.
fat girl mentality that as soon as my food comes out, I'm like, all right, like I eat it. I'm not like,
Uh huh.
hold
Uh huh.
on, let me get my camera out and let me
Right.
take pictures of it and let me post it on Instagram that I'm here. No, I'm like,
And then
I'm eating.
like by the time you eat, your food's already cold. Like they're already leaving you the check.
Like I don't think about it. So I get where you're coming from on like once you finish
Mhm.
making something or something interesting you've done, you're not gonna go, okay, hold on, let me take a picture of it so I can post it. You know?
Right.
So I get it.
I have to tell you, this is funny. So Gabriel,
Mhm.
my oldest son, he we saw him one time taking a picture. He had had lunch and he took a picture of his empty plate.
Yep.
And I was
Funny.
like, I was like, what are you doing? Like even Chris like yesterday he was like he goes, you're supposed to take the picture before you eat the food, right? And
Exactly.
then well, apparently he and some friends online, they instead of posting pictures of their food,
Yep.
they post pictures of their empty
The
plate and be
yep.
like, "Oh, that lunch was great."
Yep. That's exactly what I would do too. Yeah, I've seen people do that as a joke.
Up.
It's
I was like,
funny.
"That is hilarious."
It's hilarious.
Um, so that's what he's been doing.
Then I've seen people where their husband's like, "Oh my god," like they'll mess up the picture. Like they'll shove a
Uh-huh.
spoon in it and be like, "Well," like cuz they don't want to wait either,
Yeah,
or they'll stick their
that's
finger
pretty
in it.
funny. I've done it before, like especially with dessert. Like I went somewhere. Um, this has happened several times to me. Um, to where it's like I went somewhere and they brought the piece of cake or whatever I was eating, And I'm like, oh, it's so good. And I take a bite out of it. I go ahead and take a spoonful or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I should have taken a picture.
Yeah.
And then I end up taking a picture of it. I don't post it because I just wanted a picture.
Right. For yourself.
But it's a picture with like a big chunk missing.
Yeah, see, I don't think about stuff like that when food comes out.
So I'm like, so yeah, I definitely have the fat girl thought too. It's like as soon as it comes out, I'm like, Mom, no, no.
I dig right in. And it's not until halfway through I'm like, oh shoot, I meant to take a picture. And Corey's like, it's too late now.
Right? Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I'll try when I go to Colorado to take pictures. I already know I'm gonna
Yeah.
forget. And all these people posting stuff and like video recording themselves. It's just like I just don't think about that. And
I don't think about it either.
same thing for TikTok content. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this content. I'm going to like make all the pieces, and before I sew it, I'm gonna do a content or whatever. Next thing I know, I'm done, and I'm like, I didn't do any recording of anything I just did.
Yeah. I think that, so Chris and I were talking about that because it had come up in conversation with honestly now I don't even remember how it came up in conversation, but we were talking about like quote unquote young people, like I don't know, people in their 20s maybe.
Yeah.
That are constantly posting stuff, know, and I think of it from the standpoint of like, say my kids, for example. I mean, their entire lives they've grown up with computers. They've grown up with the internet. I mean, they're not on social media. They don't well, they're not on like mainstream social media. They're
like Instagram.
I mean, it's all social media to some extent or another, but they're on Discord a lot. Like they have friends, all around the world, from gaming, because they get on gaming communities and stuff on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not necessarily posting for the world to see, for followers or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're just posting among friends.
Exactly.
They're small. They're small group of gaming friends or whatever.
Right.
And so, but other than that, they're not on Instagram. They're not on TikTok. They're not on any of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't seem like they really have any interest in it.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of kids that social media, they've essentially grown up with social media. I mean, that's really kind of all they know of like how to interact with the world around them. So I can't really fault, or I can't really, just because that's not, I'm Generation X, I'm of the generation that did not have a computer growing up. I didn't have the internet. I didn't have all the luxuries, that we have today. Mm-hmm. So even though that's not my thing, even though that's not something that I am used to doing, like even video games and stuff like that, it's like, well, we went to the arcade. Like we didn't have game consoles at home.
Right.
But and that's not just generational, that's also like cultural and demographic and stuff. Yeah. But I can appreciate that, or I can be respectful of the fact that somebody from a younger generation, they're going to behave differently than me. I mean, it just makes, their generation is just different.
Right. That's what, like you said, that's what they grew up on.
Right. So we were kind of talking about that aspect of things, to where, it's like if you grew up in this, I have to post pictures of myself doing things. I have to post pictures of the things that I bought. I have to post, this is the way you're communicating with the world around you. This is how you feel relevant.
Right.
Is by sharing all these things with everyone, like, and or whatever you think everyone is, even if it is just a small group of followers or whatever. Whereas I think for me, wow, well, what did we do? Like, well,
Yeah,
I'll see.
we
I'd go to the
didn't.
mall.
Yeah, we went to the
If I
mall.
bought anything at the mall, the only people who knew about it were if I had friends with me at the mall,
Or you show it at
or if I
school.
yeah, or I happened to
Mm-hmm.
wear it to school or take it with me to school the next
Yep.
day and be like, look what I bought.
Look
That's
what I
it.
bought. Yeah, you don't really show it
Um,
to the world.
yeah, like not family. I mean, I didn't have people going, I wouldn't have spent money on that. I didn't have, so I didn't grow up in a world where I needed the like,
Yeah. Can
you
I
know?
get 1,000 likes, please? Thanks.
Yeah. So it's fascinating. It is just a different world.
Here's your like.
Um,
Thumbs up.
yeah.
People.
It's that because it's like that dopamine response, that it's
Yeah, it
like
is.
we get used to a certain requirement. I need somebody to give me attention in some way.
Yeah.
And then this is just how we get attention now. We don't leave the house. Like
Yeah.
we don't I mean, granted, we leave the house. We have work.
Yeah. But we
Stuff
don't leave
like
the
that.
house for social
Right.
meetings anymore. Like, hey, I want to go out with I want to go out with Tracy today, so I'm going to ask her, hey, can you meet me at the mall? It's not like that. It's,
Right.
hey, come on Discord.
Right. And even like now with doing
Or
the podcast, like
texting. Yeah.
the number of podcasts I listen to, and then you get used to, you kind of develop, even if I never talk to any of these podcasters, I'm like, they're not people I know. I'm probably never going to meet them, but you
Right.
do kind of establish like a relationship.
Yep.
You do start forming like these bonds in a strange kind of disconnected way.
Yeah.
To where I'm like, I really like that person, or I share that person's views, or you
Mm-hmm.
kind of build a loyalty,
Yep.
to that person or
That's
that
how I
community
feel
or
right
whatever.
now with the TikTok community, with the crochet TikTok community. Not
Uh-huh.
crochet, the amigurumis. Let me specify that.
Okay.
But that's how I feel with some of them. Like when I see them pop on their live, it's like I want to be there and just to listen.
Yeah. I can see that. I did that with some of the diamond painting
People.
people. Well, there were two in particular, like one lady in England that I really like. I still listen to her sometimes.
Yeah.
And there was another one that would do lives every once in a while. That I didn't participate in the live because it was not at a time that was convenient for me, but
Yeah.
I would comment, it's like after the fact I would comment and stuff, just because she would bring up topics, and she would ask questions and stuff. So I thought, well, that's kind of cool. And then every once in a while I'll follow a YouTuber that I'll end up kind of just sort of chatting with, I guess.
Yeah. Same.
But it is a different,
A
way
different.
of living.
Yep. Different from when we grew up. I mean,
Mhm.
I grew up right when the internet just exploded. Um,
Mhm.
Dial up was the way to get on. And then as soon as Google opened up, it was like that was the end. Like everything just blew up so fast after Google.
Mhm.
And it hasn't slowed down since. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Right, Momo? My dog. She keeps coming and nudging me. It's probably because she needs to go outside, but she can wait.
Yeah. Charlie kept looking at me earlier. Like, hey, you gonna let me out? Fortunately, I think Chris came by, so I just kind of was like, let him out. Keep bothering me. Um. Now let's see what else is going on. We
Yeah.
have the holidays coming up. You have your vacation coming up.
Yes. I'm going to Colorado Springs. We
Oh,
have a
that's
lot
exciting.
planned. Yeah, we're
Nice.
so day one we were gonna go to Pikes Peak. but we
Uh-huh.
have decided to take that off of our agenda
Uh-huh.
because I don't want to get sick. Um, and just seeing that it was like a whole day thing, I was like, oh no, just a whole day driving up a mountain. I know the scenes, like sightseeing part is going to be awesome, but then I don't know. I guess I'm just a weird person and thinking 8 hours, 9 hours straight of looking at a mountain and cool scenes is just too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm scared that by the time I get up top, the altitude is gonna kick my ass. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
knowing me, I would get sick. I didn't get sick before when I went to Colorado Springs and went skiing. I don't think I
Mm-hmm.
went to Spring. I think, where did I go? I can't remember where I went, but I didn't get sick then. But I was like in my I think I was like 22, so that was like
Mm-hmm.
freaking 50 years ago. So I don't think I can
Yes,
handle it.
Sue is 72, by the way.
um, so I don't. My old ass body probably won't be able to take Pikes Peak. Maybe another
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So then we decided to do a whiskey tour. So
I
we're
like
gonna go
that.
taste whiskey and see how it's
Nice.
made. Yeah. So I was like, I'd rather do that than go to Pikes Peak and
Uh-huh.
get sick. I'd rather get
Yeah.
drunk and get sick. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna get drunk. So I booked a tour, but it's weird because I requested to book it and it says this is not a booking, this is just requesting. And I haven't gotten an email back since, so I have to call them on Monday, or I have to call
Uh-huh.
them at some point and figure it out.
Huh.
And so I know, but there's other ones. So if we don't book this one, then there's other ones I can look up. And
Okay.
then we booked a horseback riding tour around the Garden of Gods. So that'll be
Mm-hmm.
fun. Corey's gonna have fun with that.
That was nice.
And then I didn't book any other tours, but we're gonna go on another tour on, like, it has like mountains and like there's like buildings made inside of the mountain. I
Mm.
forgot what it's called, but it looks pretty on pictures. So I was like, oh, I want to see that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
I
it.
mean, it sounds nice.
Yeah. There's a ghost town. So I was like, if we have
Nice.
time, we'll do that. And
Mm-hmm.
go on a tour at night. There's like a nighttime ghost town thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I might do that. And then we're probably gonna have a nice dinner somewhere in town.
Mm-hmm.
They have a thing where you can book a dinner inside of an aircraft.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, but
Kinda, maybe? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. And so I was a little iffy, so I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was kind of cool if you're ever in Colorado Springs. They also have
I've always
castle
wanted to
tours.
go to Colorado, but,
Oh, but
we'll see. No, I mean, it's just on my bucket list.
you should. And go during the time when the waterfall area is open. I forgot what it's called, but I wanted to go to that because I heard it was
Uh-huh.
beautiful. But in December they close because it's too cold for a waterfall.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
In the mountains. Yeah.
uh-huh.
So it's more like a spring summer tour.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I miscounted. I have to take out this row. Are you guys doing anything for Thanksgiving?
I don't know. So I haven't heard anything from my side of the family. Usually they don't tell us anything on the week of anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then Corey's family is probably not going to do anything this year because his dad's something about his dad. And so something about going over there just to like, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, I still want to make stuffing and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
but then I'm like, who the hell am I going to make it for? Myself? I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds sad. Thanksgiving for one.
Yeah, or two, me and Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. We might still do our own Thanksgiving dinner for
Mm-hmm.
two. I don't know. See what my family's doing, but they don't do Thanksgiving traditional dinner anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chris and I were talking about it today. That so we went out for breakfast, for late breakfast, early lunch, brunch,
Brunch.
early brunch. um, and yeah, we were talking because I'm taking vacation that whole week. And I had planned on maybe going somewhere, but then, things just kind of got away from me and I didn't make any actual plans. So, so we're not going anywhere, but I do want to use that week to go do stuff.
Yeah.
And just around town, just go places around town.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about Thanksgiving, and his family doesn't really do Thanksgiving anymore.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they do individually, but they don't all get together as a family and do it anymore. They all get together for Christmas instead.
Ah.
Um, and so we used to do Thanksgiving just for our family, just for the five of us every year. Like every kid had a dish that they made. Chris made the turkey. I made some stuff anyway, and we have the whole process, like written down and everything.
Mhm.
But it really wasn't something that I grew up with.
Yeah. See, same.
It's like
Mhm.
growing up in a Hispanic household, we really didn't do Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And my mom tried to a few times, and they were great. Like my mom's stuffing was really good. I really liked it. She made her own thing. And then sometimes we would make tamales and all that. So a part of me kind of wants to move away from the traditional American Thanksgiving
Mhm.
and start doing something that's just more our Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
I want to focus more on learning how to make like being more consistent at my tamales because I do
Yeah.
want to. I mean, I
Yes,
love
please.
tamales, so I'm like, so I want to focus on making tamales, and so I think that that's probably what we're going to do this year. Um, and it's going to be very relaxed though. It's not going to be like we're going to do it on Thanksgiving Day or anything like stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I told them that because we don't put up Christmas decorations until after Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
that is definitely a tradition that I'm putting my foot down on. Like I don't like going from Halloween to Christmas. Like I like
No.
having a fall. I like having
A fall theme.
right. Like I like even though here we don't really have fall. We pretty
Yeah.
much
We
go
skipped that
summer.
this year for
We
sure.
oh my gosh, I swear I feel like we've gone summer, winter,
Yep.
back to summer.
Yeah, spring and fall does not exist in Texas anymore or in Houston
Oh,
anymore.
so frustrating. I know. I'm
Yeah,
like,
very.
please, come on. I want to fall.
Especially this
Um,
year. I don't. Well, there's no fall season.
no, this year's been crazy.
Yeah.
It's just been a weird year. I mean, it felt nice today,
Did it
because
though?
it's been rainy
Oh.
and a little on the cooler side. Because I think it was like in the 60s. So I guess today is kind of like or this weekend maybe might be our fall, a very wet fall.
Well, yeah. What?
But yeah, so I think that we're gonna bypass the turkey and fixings.
Yeah.
A couple of the kids may be disappointed. I think they like that though.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Gabriel has mentioned that he likes it. But he likes the food. But then again, I think he just likes food.
He just likes food.
Oh, yeah. So I'm curious about other people's Thanksgivings, like.
Yeah, so for Corey's side of the family, obviously they did it traditional.
Mm-hmm.
And then things just kept changing. But my family, we never did Thanksgiving ever.
Mm-hmm.
I think for when my grandfather moved here, it wasn't until we were like, oh, let's just do like a get together,
Mm-hmm.
but not do any. Obviously, they didn't know how to make any of that stuff and what was traditional.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until my uncle decided that he wanted to host Thanksgiving at his house and actually do traditional American Thanksgiving food. So he would do like a turkey, stuffing, mashed
Mm-hmm.
potatoes, green beans. Um, so we did that. And then
Yeah.
my grandfather died. My grandpa died and or passed away.
Mm-hmm.
um, and my uncle's like, oh, well, we'll try to keep doing it. And then COVID happened, and now he's like, let's not do it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris and I have talked like, well, geez, if we move to another country someday, like, because we have talked about that, like, it'd be nice to live somewhere else. We wouldn't have Thanksgiving.
Why not?
I mean, other countries don't celebrate
Oh, that's
Thanksgiving.
right.
In America,
Duh. Well,
yeah.
Canada does, just not
I
on the
mean,
same day.
granted, yes. Like we could, right?
Or
Like
you can do your
obviously,
own, yeah.
as an American living wherever, you can have Thanksgiving if you want. But yeah,
Right,
like that, those countries don't have the Thanksgiving holiday.
right. You would have to come back
So
here.
yeah,
Yeah, just come visit friends
right.
for Thanksgiving. What
I
country
mean,
are
no matter
you?
where we.
No matter what.
Oh, like what country would we move to?
Yeah, what country are you guys talking about moving to here? Like,
Oh man, like I would honestly love to live in Norway. That would
oh
be
yeah,
my country of choice.
that's a good idea.
But it is cold. That's the only downside.
Like, how cold are we talking here?
No, cold.
Like freezing your ass
Like
off
they have,
cold?
like those are the countries that they have like the seasonal, like it never gets daylight. Like
Oh,
it's so, but I don't know. Like I really don't think that it would happen. Just because every place has its problems. Like every
yeah,
country has its pros and cons. So I don't like moving, and so a part of me just wants to move someplace that has a better climate.
yeah.
Basically, I want to move someplace that's not so damn hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Or so damn. I mean that.
I don't want super cold either.
Right, right.
Granted, I feel like Norway would be like the super cold, but but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I would prefer the cold over the hot. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how cold is cold? Because there's a difference, obviously.
Well, let me see. I'm curious. I know
Because
that
if
it
it's
gets.
like wet cold, I'm gonna have to pass. But if it's like a dry cold, that's fine. Because our wet colds here fucking hurts.
Yeah, wet colds tend to be
Oh,
painful.
freaking
Let me
sucks.
see. I'm googling this sucker.
Yeah, Google it. Because we're gonna move to Norway.
Um,
Because
average
there's
temperatures in
there's
Norway.
temperature and then there's feels like.
Right, right.
Like, I love
That's
that.
not too bad. In
No?
the summer, the average temperature in Norway ranges from 57 to 65. In the
Okay.
summer.
In the summer. Okay. But
In
you
the
said,
summer,
is
can you
there sunlight?
imagine no hotter than 65 in Norway in the summer? That's insane.
That's awesome. Okay.
Um, in January, it hovers around 27 degrees.
So freezing. All right.
Um, Honestly, not that bad.
I'd rather be cold than hot. You can always
Yeah.
put on more layers. You can't take off your skin. And
Yeah.
sweating freaking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it looks like it does vary a lot, though, depending on where you are in Norway, because it looks like there are some areas where it does get like in the upper 70s.
Okay.
In the hot months. But yeah, I mean, cold, they do go pretty cold, like below freezing.
Yeah.
But but even then, that's fine. I think it's more of like I was telling Chris that for me, it's like, so what makes our summers hot, or what makes our summers worse, is it like this summer, for example, we had what, over 100-degree temperatures for 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, 2 months of blistering hot temperatures. It's like for 2 months you can't do anything. And so I feel like if you did the other extreme, if you had 2 or 3 months of below freezing, light powers going out, you have to shovel snow, you can't leave the house because everything is under ice. Like, okay, that's pretty bad. So it's trying to find that, happy medium. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I would rather just vacation, like have a place where we can vacation
Yeah.
regularly and kind of test it out, see how it goes, and then decide if that's some place where you would want to live. So,
Vacation home first and then
mm-hmm,
retire there after.
right.
If it's suitable.
Yeah. It's just Texas is too dang hot. And it's just getting
It's
hotter.
getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
This summer, like, we were in the freaking triples for weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
100
like I said, it
degrees
was like 2 months.
plus.
I want to say it was like 2 months worth of
Straight.
over 100 degrees.
Yep.
No relief.
No relief whatsoever.
And there's only so much clothes that you're allowed to take off.
Yes. And then when you have to
In
dress
public.
up for work, oh my gosh.
I know.
I was like, can I just go into work with a t-shirt and shorts, please?
Right?
It's too hot to wear
And they're,
black slacks and a nice
uh-huh.
blouse that you're sweating in. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I
And
know.
nice shoes.
It's inhumane.
Oh my Lord. That's what I didn't like.
Let's see. So I want to know where do our viewers live? Do you love where you live? Can we move there?
Is it suitable for us Texans
Would
to
you
move?
would you recommend it to somebody who hates the, hot temperatures?
Yeah. Or where would you
I've
like
never
to live?
Right. I've never lived anywhere where it's super cold. So if anybody lives anywhere where it's like super cold, give us your review.
Right. My mom used to live in Pennsylvania when she first moved here from Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
And she said she moved to Texas because she didn't like the cold. But, I mean, granted, she was from Vietnam where it's the same heat and humidity.
Yeah.
So it's no
Tropical, yeah.
difference. Yeah. So, and she's like shoveling snow was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah, so like you said, every place has their downfalls.
Mm-hmm. Well, and everybody's different too.
Yeah.
Like,
What they
you
like.
might not like super cold, but somebody else might like super cold. I know that I used to like the hot. I mean, honestly, I used to like the heat. But
Yeah.
that's when I was, probably 110 pounds and
Not
like
sweating a gallon. Yeah.
super,
For me, it's
super
the
thin and
sweating.
young.
Yeah.
I know.
I
I don't
hate
like the sweat.
sweating. Jeez, I go
Mm-hmm.
outside to get the mail and I come back and I'm drenched.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the sucky part.
So, I wonder if we should share a little bit about ourselves when it comes to pets.
We can
So,
share because Tracy will spend another 2 hours here to tell you all about her pets. You can
hey,
start.
I think your zoo is just about, is
My
compatible
zoo?
with
No, I have
mine.
a little exhibit. You have a zoo.
Exhibit. Oh, it's funny. Okay, you start.
Okay,
Tell us about your exhibit.
So I have 2 dogs. They're both, well, Lexi's a lab and mixed with something we don't know. Got a DNA test on her and she came back as a chimera, meaning she has two different sets of DNA, so they have no idea what she is. And Momo is also 50% lab and then like 10% everything else. Like
Mm-hmm.
boxer, and I should have known she was a little bit of boxer. She acts like a boxer and annoying as hell.
That's cute.
Pitbull, yeah, she wiggles her butt like a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's Momo. And then I have a leopard gecko, which I've had her since Corey and I got together. So in 2009 or 10, because I think it was a little after we got together, but we were still
Mm-hmm.
fresh. It's when Tracy and I first met, because the other reason why I got one is because Tracy had one.
Well, that's
And
right.
yeah, so she's still alive, except she's a little old, so she can't really. When I feed her, I have to like put the insect like right on the tip of her nose, or else she'll miss all the time.
Or chaos.
I know, chaos. And then I have 3 crested geckos. And I have a colony of isopods and springtails. That's it. That's my exhibit.
That was too quick.
See?
Well, what are the Krusty's names?
Oh, okay. We got Ranger, and she's my only female. And we have Rogue, who's missing a tail, and I named him Rogue. And then I have Druid, and I name them after D&D classes. Obviously, Ranger, Rogue, and Druid. I can take one out, I think.
Okay. Show and tell.
Show and tell. maybe not. Okay, here we go. Here's Ranger.
Aw, what a cutie.
Oh. The lighting. There we go. I woke her up from her slumber.
She's so cute.
Yeah. This is Ranger, and her sister is with Tracy. Okay. She's skinny. She won't eat bugs anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
She's like, what the hell? I was sleeping, and you had to go and wake me up. And yeah, I can't get the other two out because they're in their little huts. And so when I go to grab them in there, I can't. And they always sleep in the small one instead of the big one that I bought them.
Of course. Yeah.
So I can't get my fingers in there because they're big. And then when I go to grab them when they're in there, they're like, they got sticky feet, and so they'll grab onto the wall and I can't get them out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll talk about my zoo. It's really not that bad.
Okay.
I'm like, I have one dog. That's it. Just Charlie. Charlie is my one furry pet now. I did used to have a lot of cats, and so they have all gone to pet heaven. And now I have reptiles. So let's see. I have Zuki, who is my bearded dragon. And then I have Galaga, who is my corn snake. And then I have 3 white tree frogs, and they are named Nebula, Quasar, and oh, I can't believe I forgot the other one.
Oh no.
Galaxy. I think I just named him Galaxy, like Galaxy, Nebula, and Quasar. And then I have Ranger's sister, who's named Stella. And I'm trying to think who I can bring. I'll bring Zuki. He's the most social. Let's see. Hold on.
They're cute. Stella looks like Ranger, but I think she has more of an orangey tone to her instead of like a yellow or a creamy tone like Ranger. And she's a little bigger.
So here is Zuki.
Wow, he's darker, or is it just the camera?
No, right now he's really dark. And he's about to shed.
He's a little hefty.
Yeah, he's gotten chunky.
Hello, Zuki.
Hey, Zuki. Say hi to the viewers.
He's like, are you gonna feed me or what?
Right here, look. You see this guy? Let's see if he tastes. He likes to taste things sometimes. Right now he's like, I don't know what that is.
I don't even know what you're doing to me right now.
He's like, what do you want with me? He's very disgruntled, for the most part. He's very judgy. Yeah, he judges me a lot.
He's cute.
Looks like he's got some shed. We need to take care of some of this shed, Zuki. He's like, don't touch me. Yeah. So, and that's it. I think most people are most disturbed about the snake.
Oh yeah.
Galaga's the one that really kind of throws people off. They're like, I don't understand why you have a snake.
Why
And
not?
yeah, most of the time I'm like, nah, don't worry about it.
It's just the corn snake.
Yeah, he's not. It's not. I mean, I would have. I don't know if I'd ever own, like a viper or anything like that, but like a venomous snake. But I wouldn't mind having like a boa.
Yeah.
So well, that's it. That's my menagerie.
Yeah. See her zoo. I'm just kidding. It's not a zoo. Let's see. You have 3 frogs. Zuki, a snake. That's 5. Charlie, that's 6. And Stella, that's 7. So yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's not. I mean, they're all caged, so, well, except for Charlie.
Poor
But
Charlie. He's caged.
so it's actually not too bad.
Reptiles are easy to maintain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like. I think after all the cats passed on, I really didn't want anything else with hair. It's just the hair. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
It's a
understood.
lot, and then the litter box, and
That's the only reason why I wouldn't. That's why I want cats, but then I was like, no. It was the litter box issue.
mm-hmm. And that's fair. I mean, it is nasty. I mean, obviously you clean it regularly and everything, and it's not bad, but
Right.
it's a pain,
It's
and
still a pain.
yeah, like we had our litter box in the utility room or the laundry room, and I just kind of felt like everything in there ended up smelling like cat litter.
Yep.
And so I was like, I'm kind of done with this.
Yeah.
No, I love cats though. I do miss my cat.
Mm-hmm.
Toma was my last one, and I called her my selfie cat because she would always sit on my shoulder. Like if I was sitting on the couch or a chair or something, if she could get on the back of it, she would always be back there, and she would headbutt me, and she would lean her head on me, and so I would take a selfie with her because I was like, oh, she's my selfie kitty. I don't really do selfies, but I would do selfies with her.
Oh. Tomo was my favorite too.
She's just the sweetest cat, and fat cat. I think
She
she was
loved
part.
Corey.
Yes, oh my gosh, she really did.
Oops.
She was, I think, part Japanese bobtail, so she didn't have a tail.
So cute. Her little nub, sort of.
Yep.
Can't see it, but it was there.
She had her little. I know, it was like a little flap.
I'm like, yeah, it wasn't there, but it was there.
She was so fat. She just had a flap.
Yep.
I
know you said you don't miss all the throw up.
I don't. Definitely don't miss the throw up.
Yeah.
And the hair, and the
Yeah.
litter. So I really don't think that I would have another cat.
Yeah.
Dogs, I don't know. I'm on the fence on that one. I do think that after Charlie goes, I'd probably be okay with not having a dog for a while, but I've always had a dog. It's like my entire life growing up, we've always had a dog. And so I don't know. I think that after, like, if we didn't have a dog for a while, I think I would miss not having a dog.
Yeah. To see how you feel after Charlie.
Mm-hmm. So I think that I'm going to take a break for sure from having a dog. But after Charlie goes, I think I'm going to need some time. But then after that, who knows? I may get another dog.
See.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll live a while longer. He's about 12, maybe 13. Yeah. Probably about 12.
Dang.
So hopefully we have a few more years with him. He's still pretty active and
he still acts like
healthy.
a puppy, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's slowing down a little bit, but for the most part, like whenever we go to the dog park, he's still like, and he'll run everywhere. Yeah. But then when we get home, he's out for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like he can't handle, the dog park like he used to.
Yeah.
And he gets tired a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I have noticed that he's not up and down the stairs as much as he used to be.
Oh, okay.
So I do think he's slowing down, but he still plays, like a puppy. I mean, he's still very active.
Yeah. Lexi's getting old too.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to our life. Our life with pets.
Right.
But I think that should wrap things up for today's podcast. I think the next time we speak, it'll be more events happening, and we'll follow up with that. But
it'll definitely be after the holidays. So I hope everybody has a nice Thanksgiving, regardless of what you do for the holiday. Enjoy the break.
Tell us what you guys do.
Yeah, if you're not from a country that celebrates anything like Thanksgiving, then enjoy your week, and we'll let you know what craziness happened over here.
And what we eat, like tamales. Yes. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Right.
But yeah, so like, subscribe, follow us, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.